So it's about time that the missus got a turbo car of her own. Let's jump in and talk about how I spent more than twice what I spent buying the Supra on her daily. All right, so about 4 months ago, I snuck off to the Haval dealership and I ordered my wife the new Haval GT Lux. Now, the GT comes in two models, a Lux and an Ultra. The differences are pretty much the Ultra has all-wheel drive over front-wheel drive, it has a sunroof, and it has aircon front seats and wireless charging. That's pretty much it. The fuel economy is a little bit worse on them because they're all-wheel drive. The Lux is slightly better fuel economy, and my wife doesn't like sunroofs, so I was like, well, let's save $6,000 or whatever it was. So ordered the white one, it's come in, it's beautiful. It's 2-litre turbo, front wheel drive, and it is, I love this thing. It's great. Look, genuinely, it's really, really good. The interior's great. There's Alcantara everywhere. There is fake carbon everywhere. I would say it's fake carbon because it's like a material. So it's not actual carbon fiber, but it looks nice. It's a nice little pattern. It's on the front, it's on the back. It's got 2 wings. It's got race mode, which is really cool. So you hit race mode and it opens up the exhaust valves. It sounds a little bit louder. I'll show you what that sounds like. It doesn't sound great, let's be honest. But it has it's a bit more throaty. It sounds a little bit better. Now, I could go over this entire car, but it's gonna take like 3 hours because there are so many features, there's so many extra bits. It has all the cameras, all the features, all the lane keep assist, the blind spot, notification, it's just got everything. It's got like 360 cameras, it's got adaptive cruise control, blah, 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 blah. It's got everything that all new cars are coming out with. Pretty much, I find that nowadays, all new cars come with the same features. It's just how much are you gonna spend on it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I just paid retail for this. I'm not that big of a YouTuber that I get discounts with cars. I paid $40,990 drive away with this car, which is actually pretty good. Like, for what you get, I'm shocked at at what you get for this money. 41K drive away, 7-year warranty, like it gives you everything. It's great. I'm stoked with it. There's no warranty worries, 7-year warranty, 7-year servicing, not cap price or anything, but it's all laid out at the beginning. It's not included in the price, so don't confuse yourself. You're still gonna pay for it, but it's great. It's comfortable, it drives really well. I have one pet hate with this car, and that is the emergency lane keep assist. So you have lane keep assist and emergency lane keep assist. You can turn them both off, which is great, but emergency lane keep assist turns itself back on every time you turn the car back on, and it really annoys me because, especially where I live, some of the lanes aren't lanes, right? So the edge of the lane has a little bit of concrete, and the car will think that it's the edge of the concrete, then it will think it's the curb, then the concrete, then the curb, and all the time it's trying to move your steering wheel, and it's really, really frustrating. Now, I have heard that everywhere else in Australia, that emergency lane keep assist and normal lane keep, and even in New Zealand and stuff, apparently everyone loves it. But in Victoria, the lanes aren't exactly straight. So it gets really annoying. Everyone hates it, from what I'm told. So every time you start the car, you swipe, go to intelligent mode, go to intelligent mode, not mode, and hit emergency lane keep assist off. So very frustrating that you got to do that every single time, but at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. That's actually my only, I have one other hate with the car, and that is the front and rear number plates, mounting points. Oh, wow, just the mounting points to the number plates, right? And that is because the rears, so what's really nice is they include the slimline black number plates, which is great because my wife loves those, but the mounting points at the back have under the number plate about that far, there's 2 screw points, and you can see them, and it's ugly. And on the front, similar scenario. So if you were to run normal size number plates, I'm pretty sure it would cover it. In the back, maybe not. The front, you'd be fine. but the back not so much. So what I've personally done is I've gone and put white plugs in the back, and on the front I made up a panel that I wrapped in fake carbon fiber, like vinyl, and it looks exactly like the pattern that's inside and outside. Obviously not real carbon, you're paying $41,000 for a car. I doubt you're gonna get that much carbon. Like, it's everywhere. I'll obviously show you some cinematics of the car. It's across the dash, across the doors, across the front bumper, rear bumper, everywhere. Like, it's a really nice look, it's a really nice pattern, but it's not real carbon. It's not, so it's all good. But the car's finished beautifully. It drives great. It's very, very zippy. The turbo must be tiny because there's almost no lag. You take off from the lights and it grabs and you're off. And the one that I test drove was the Ultra, so it had all the traction in the world. And he said, go and enjoy it for 20 minutes. So I went and enjoyed it for 20 minutes. And then I pulled into a car park and I was like, is this thing on fire? Because it stank. Obviously, brand new car, you're giving it some beans, and it was getting warm. It was getting real warm. But obviously it was fine. But yeah, it got up and boogied. When you put it in race mode, oh man, does it party. Like, it's real party time. It keeps it in the gears lower. You can go manual mode, in race mode. It sounds sportier, but to be honest, like, I haven't driven this one in race mode. What are we at, 590 kilometers? So we've had it for a couple of weeks. I won't put it in race mode until we've probably hit the first service at least, but it's race mode. Like, it's really aggressive, which is great, because it's not like, oh, put it in sports mode and it does almost nothing. You put it in race mode and you feel like you should probably be driving around a track, because it's just holding your revs down. It's very responsive, it's very snappy. It is literally what feels like a race mode, which is great. Like, you don't want to put it in race and just go, oh, the exhaust made a noise, and now there's no other difference. Like, it changes the whole car, the whole drivability of the car. Obviously, the fuel economy and all that would change as well. But I wouldn't drive it around in race mode. What I would like is if you put it in sports mode for the exhaust valves to open, so that you could have that sporty sound while still driving around relatively normally. That would be a nice feature. But as far as I can see so far, that isn't something you can do. So, as for those few things that I don't like, everything else I love. The seats are comfy, the seating position's comfy, the steering wheel is very nice, the layout of the interior is nice, the look of the car on the outside is really nice. It's a really good package. Like, you guys know me, I'm JDM, Euro, aftermarket, you know, aftermarket wheels, aftermarket exhaust, aftermarket everything. It's like sporty this, sporty that. I would probably buy one of these I would probably go the Ultra, to be honest, because this thing is so snappy that when you take off from the lights, it will break traction in the front wheel drive. In the all wheel drive, nah, it grabs, it goes, it's really good. 200 horsepower, 325 Newton meters of torque, which is decent. You know, we had a Hyundai Tucson before, so this is definitely more than that. It is bigger than the Tucson. That was one of the big reasons I got it, because obviously now we have a son, we've got a baby seat in the back, and I want my wife to be nice and comfortable and be able to fit the pram and the shopping and the, you know, the whatever she needs in the back of the car, have him in here comfortably, all that kind of stuff, and it does all of that. Back windows all the way back are all privacy screen, like windows as well, so they're really, really dark. Again, great for kids because sun doesn't get in. We do put a shade up as well, but that's just because, you know, your boy wants to have a little nap. You don't want the sun going in his eyes. But it's great. I can't really complain about much apart from that emergency lane keep assist. I wish that would stay off, and the number plate mounting, that's pretty much it. You know, other things are just preferences. Like, I would like the exhaust to come on, or just to have a button for the exhaust would be nice. So when I drive it and I want it to sound a little bit more vroom vroom, press a button, open the exhaust valves. But it doesn't have that at the moment. On the steering wheel, you do have a star button, which is the custom button, and you can code that to a few things, but the coding is quite limited. So you can code it to be race mode. So if you want, bam, but like press that button, you're in race mode. You press it, turns off. Or there's a few other things that you can do, but it's only like a selection of like 3 or 4 things. I'm going to be looking further into that and seeing how much I can code it. I would like to get possibly like an OBD2 scanner that codes things to give me that availability of coding. If that's a possibility, I will get on board with that. But yeah, apart from that, guys, this thing's great. It's good on fuel. It's really nice to drive. It is just an all-round good car. Now, I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna wash this bad boy, show you guys what it looks like. Now, finally, before I say goodbye, I would like to put some different wheels on this car. As you saw from those cinematics, it's got normal factory car stance. Now, they are 7.5 wide, they are 19s as far as I'm aware, and my wife likes them. So that means I don't get to go and spend a couple $1,000s buying new rims for this thing yet. But when I do, they are going to be 8.5 by 20 by 8.5 plus 35, which will bring us out about 25 mil and fill up that guard a lot nicer. That is what I want to do. I've got to convince the wife to let me do it. And then I think the car will look perfect. Not too many mods. Like I said, it's the wife's daily, it's the family car, all that kind of stuff. So you've got to have that balance to a degree. I mean, if it was my choice, we'd be out in an AMG that's got 700 horsepower, but your boy's bank doesn't support that. So, Haval GT it is. Thank you guys for coming along and checking out this car with me. I'm stoked with it. Obviously, I'll give you like a 12-month review of it, see how we're going, see what the servicing's been like, see all that kind of stuff. But so far, loving it. The wife loves it, the boy loves it. It's just a great car. I would highly recommend getting one, but be aware there's like a 3-month wait. So, thank you for coming along. Please like, please subscribe. Please jump in the comments and let me know what you think. And I'll see you all in the next one. See you guys.